They thought he would disappear into the shadows. They thought the roar of American fighter jets overhead, the whispers of Tomahawk missiles, and the weight of the world's most powerful military would be enough to break him. They thought fear would finally do what years of conflict could not. But instead of running, Bello Turji did something no one expected. He looked straight into the camera. Calm. Unshaken. Almost defiant. And then he delivered words that have since sent chills through security circles from Washington to Abuja. We are not afraid of you. Those words were not exaggerated. They were not taken out of context. They were spoken clearly, deliberately, and confidently, directly addressing the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Just hours after the U.S. military announced that it had carried out devastating airstrikes on suspected terrorist positions in Sokoto State, claiming major success, Bello Turji's camp released a video that flipped the narrative on its head. In it, Turji does not look like a man under pressure. He does not look haunted. He does not look defeated. He looks settled. He is seated comfortably, surrounded by his lieutenants. His signature rifle rests beside him, not raised, not waved around, just there, as if to remind the world who he is. His voice is steady. His tone is measured. And that calm, more than any shout, is what makes the message so disturbing. He speaks directly about the airstrikes. He mocks the so-called precision of American military power. He repeats what many locals on the ground have already whispered, that the bombs fell mostly on empty land, onion farms, and abandoned shacks. Is this the power of America, he asks. To bomb sand and bushes. Then comes the line that has everyone talking. You think your planes can stop us? You think because you are America, we will bow? We are not afraid of Trump. Trump cannot kill us. Our time is in the hands of God, not in the hands of the White House. This is not just bravado. This is psychological warfare. Turji is not only speaking to Trump. He is speaking to his followers. To potential recruits. To frightened villagers. To the Nigerian government. And to the world. By framing himself as someone standing up to a global superpower, he is trying to transform his image from a local bandit leader into a global symbol of resistance. In his narrative, America is the foreign invader, and he is the untouchable warrior chosen by fate. And then, the message turns darker. We will never stop. Those 4 words change everything. Turji warns that because the Nigerian government has invited foreign powers into the fight, the rules have changed. He says the remaining days of 2025, and the year ahead, will be deadly for anyone who collaborates with outsiders. This is not just a threat. It is a warning meant to freeze entire communities in fear. Security analysts believe Turji's confidence comes from one terrifying reality: he does not operate from a fixed military base. He blends into civilian life. He moves through villages. Sometimes he intimidates locals. Sometimes he pays them. Sometimes he protects them, just enough to secure loyalty or silence. This makes him incredibly difficult to eliminate. For the US to truly reach him, strikes would risk hitting crowded markets, homes, and villages. And Turji knows that such images would spark global outrage. He is betting that America will not go that far. He is daring them to cross that line. On the ground, the situation is heartbreaking. In Jebo village, residents are still confused and shaken. They insist there were no bandits there. They ask why their farms were targeted. Why their livelihoods were destroyed. And this gap, between foreign intelligence and local reality, is Turji's greatest weapon. Every bomb that misses him strengthens his propaganda. Every civilian loss becomes proof, in his narrative, that outsiders are attacking innocent people, not the real enemy. So now the question turns to you. Is Bello TURJI truly fearless, or is this a carefully staged performance hiding real fear? Has the world underestimated how deeply rooted he is within these communities? And what should Nigeria do next? Should the government push for more foreign airstrikes? Or is it time for a difficult, dangerous ground operation to finish what jets cannot? Because the danger now is escalation. Donald Trump is not known for ignoring public defiance. If this video reaches the highest levels in Washington, the response could be far more aggressive: constant drone surveillance, special forces operations, or a complete shift in strategy. But as the old African proverb reminds us, when two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. And the grass, in this case, is the ordinary farmer in Sokoto, just trying to harvest onions in peace. We are watching this story closely. We are waiting to see whether the White House responds. We are also waiting to hear whether Nigerian defense authorities will admit what many already suspect, that the main target survived. If this update helped you understand what's really happening, please support the channel by liking this video. It helps push this story to those who think the war is already over. And if you haven't joined our community yet, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because this battle, for security, for truth, for Nigeria's future, has just entered a far more complicated and dangerous phase.